up. Pulled up in the dinged up whip. This ain't Pepto-Biz, what this pink stuff is. Gonna tell me. Yeah, you heard me, you ain't felt me. I've been moving, I've been shaking, go and hit me on the celly. Try to sell me on something while I hold it compelling. Ever since I've been gone like Kelly, they been trying to tell me about this and that. I ain't chatting with you, we ain't going tit for tat. Trying to tell me how to get in the bag. We're going to get in your bag, I'm about to get in it. I'm like, the way that gets a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know that I can pace it. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from.
Today, from NRG Stadium in Houston, Texas, it's Week 14 of the NFL on EA Sports.
3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Texans offense going to go to work, and it is Deshaun Watson at quarterback.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
To number 47.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
At the 27-yard line.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
That's good for a Texan.
12 yards there and a first down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ballgame. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
The ball carrier.
4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
It's a gain of
So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look. 6 DBs. Out of the gun, Watson. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
That's good.
That'll get him the first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant.
10 at the 49-yard.
So opening drive, 3rd down, they go with a slant. It works.
And I'm wondering when the league's going to figure it out because everyone throws it on 3rd down.
Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Jerome Baker coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. From the gun, here's Watson. And Stills over the middle. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
Kenny Stills.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
Duke Johnson.
They're able to convert with a gain of 4. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
At the 25-yard line.
Now a first down throw, Watson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Watson. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Duke Johnson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans take it all the way down the field.
Fairbairn lining up for the extra point.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Dolphins.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
The kickoff for Houston.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Here's Tua Tagovailoa heading out to lead this Miami offense.
Now, the meeting we had with him this week, that's one of the briefer ones we've ever had, isn't it?
He wasn't too happy after last week.
Not happy. Really determined to play a whole lot better, and he really can't play a whole lot worse. He's got to go out and show the team that the goods that he exhibited early are still there. Otherwise, he could lose.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after him.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it, because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms. When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On 3rd and long, it's Tagovailoa. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 37. He'll start with a handoff to Johnson. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Number 20.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 2nd down, it's Johnson. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Going right side here, and that's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan 1st down. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
McCain on the tackle. It's a loss of
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On 2nd down, Johnson. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Jerome Baker able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like.
their own 8.
So Miami coming out for their second drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Tagovailoa to throw on second down here. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
The second down.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. But it'll be second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They throw again on second down. This one's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. From 6 yards away. And the Texans will extend their lead.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
And it's good to make it 14-0. That time a 6-play drive. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone. Jakeem Grant now to return. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10. At their own 20-yard line.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And they're in an early hole. First drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Devontae Parker was the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
I believe I'm following their logic. Take the big shot downfield, loosen things up. You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
Dancing to his left. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Well, when he feels the pressure, naturally he likes going to his left, as most left-handed quarterbacks do. But this time he tries to let this go on the run, and it's going to wind up getting intercepted.
After the interception, here's Watson. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
First and 10.
The end result, 21 yards. On first down, it's Watson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Kyle Van Noy in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. A shotgun snap for Watson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
9 brings up 4th down and less than a yard.
So they'll pass on what would have been a 49-yard field goal attempt, and they're going for it on 4th down. They run. It's Johnson. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed he did not. They stop him. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. So the defensive front holding strong there on 4th and inches.
And how about the battle of big people up front? That turned into a leverage game, didn't it?
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Justin Reed. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
First and 10 at the 30.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
19 yards there on the pickup, and it'll move the chains. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 34. Fairbairn able to put this one through, and that will do it for this first half.
Texans 17.
We now proceed to the start of the second half. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this 3rd quarter. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Take over 1st and 10. At their own
Tua Tagovailoa in the offense heading back out. And that first half was nothing short of a disaster. 0 points on the scoreboard and a big 3 in the INT column.
So they've got to get him going, obviously, right? So you've got to get him in rhythm. And we always think of short passes. I think of jet sweeps where they just kind of toss the ball forward. You know, that counts as a forward pass. And then you can say to him, look at that. You completed 3, 4, 5 in a row. Now you've got to get your confidence going.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Going deep here for Parker. He's got a man, complete. A big play there for the Dolphins. 41 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
He's going to try and go deep again. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Back to the air on second down. Tagovailoa to a hit, and the ball is out. And the Texans scoop it. Well, that's unfortunate because he had a nice run going, but give credit to the defense. They got a hand in the cookie jar there, CD.
You have to think about vision, finding a place to get down after you know you've gotten all you can out of a run, and obviously ball security is paramount. In today's football,
and the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Jerome Baker able to record his 5th sack of the season. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And this is going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On to punt now, Anger as he boots this one away. Here comes Grant on the return. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. So now here come the Dolphins. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Now he dumps this off over the middle. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa, and he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it here. Being chased out left. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
2nd and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Justin Reed. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Third down pass.
Well, I'll tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Johnson, the ball.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
Throwing on 3rd down. Watson. Blitz coming in. And down he goes.
Deshaun Watson sacked.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 31-yard line.
By the way, they're into the second half now in Philadelphia on the NFL scoreboard. Chargers have just scored, so they extend their lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Whitney merciless in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Tua. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He's going to take another shot here. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
A gain of a yard.
Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. They go to Johnson again. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. But we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. He can't get him down. He can run for it, and he will. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. 1st down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Watson a give. This is Johnson. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
The ball carrier.
That's a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
That was a good forceful run, and it demonstrates why you've got to put your body on a runner when you're trying to tackle him. If you just go in there and just try and get him down with arm tackles, usually...
And got...
Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. I turn the knob, can't resist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating round here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I'm with the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool
in Houston, Texas. It's Week 14 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
2 yards.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Texans, first down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38. After the run, Watson going to throw. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Complete.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
So now first and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 48-yard line. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks.
Watson's pass.
The numbers for Cooks in that game last week: 6 catches, 73 yards.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
Here's Watson, option left. And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 34. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
Jerome Baker in on
officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here's Watson now on second down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Give the sack to Jerome Baker.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down.
But don't tell any defensive coordinator I've played for, but that might be considered a win for both teams because defensively they stopped them short and forced the 4th down. But offensively, they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a better shot if that's what they want to do.
So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. 2 and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. From the shotgun, he'll throw. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. On first down, Tagovailoa. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
13.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
He was looking for Parker that time, and it's 3rd and short. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
1 yard to go.
2 to throw again. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. Good work on the scamper by Tagovailoa. It's a 1st down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Texans 3, Dolphins nothing.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Tua sets up to pass it, and that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Intended for
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
2nd down and 10.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa steps away to his left. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
A gain of 8 yards. And
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa rolling to his right. Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it 4th down.
intended for number 13.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this Texans defense stands tall. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. That's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
1-yard line.
The first down carry here for Johnson. A big seam, and he might go all the way. The 30. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big run there by Johnson. 77 yards. So all the way down close to the goal line. Good blocking up front. Helped to spring him.
When this drive is over, he's got to get to the bench and sing Kumbaya with the offensive line, doesn't he? Big-time openings for him. Gets him all the way down to the 2-yard line.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Duke Johnson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
And he returns this to the 22.
Grant on the return. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
So Miami coming out for their second drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board, so let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
2 and now on first down. Buying time to his left. He's airing it out for Williams. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there for Miami. 41 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 1-score game.
The kicker on.
A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front. Offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
And we focus on Duke Johnson now. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A gain of 9 there. Sets up 2nd and goal.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll run it with Johnson, and he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Duke Johnson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Texans will add on to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Jakeem Grant on the return.
The Dolphins Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson.
Tony Jefferson.
Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on...
Open man is Cooks. He's got it. Touchdown, Texans. Brandon Cooks. His 9th touchdown of the season, and the Texans will extend their lead. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it, and that's exactly what they did.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10.
The Dolphins about set to go to work on offense. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right? Minimizing
those and maximizing opportunities.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Tua. Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Take over.
Brandon Cooks and the rest of the offensive crew trotting back into place out there. Well, he's within shouting distance of a 1,000-yard season. Going to need a pretty good finish, though, if he wants to reach that mark.
Well, I like how you phrased it, partner. He is within shouting distance. If he stays on this pace, he's got a shot at it. But he needs a big game in there, right, to make sure that he gets it. So you know that during the week, in practice, and look, he asks for the ball all the time anyway. He's really going to ask for the ball and let his quarterback know he's open.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And Cooks has it over the middle. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Out of the gun, Watson. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. A shotgun snap for Watson. Flushed out right. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Jakeem Grant back deep for Miami. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make. This to a hit, and the ball is out. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
24.
The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this 3rd quarter. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone.
Jakeem Grant on the return. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 23. Breida to get the 3rd quarter started. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Breida on the carry.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, Miami.
2 now on 1st down. Being chased out left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was looking for Matt Breida out of the backfield, and that'll bring up 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Here's Tua. He'll find Williams on the slant. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 2 catches in the 1st half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. On 1st down, here's Breida. He'll be hit down at the 33. 5 yards on the play.
Breida, the ball carrier.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
33-yard line.
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Preston Williams, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This will make it into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this 3rd quarter. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Now a 1st down throw, Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Trying to get it that time to Stills. And it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again is Watson. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big-time play there for the Texans. And even 50 yards. Exactly 50 yards on that last play as they just go from 125 to the other for 1st and 10. Running from the gun, Johnson. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack. And guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Johnson. Here's Watson. Option left. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. 2nd down from the 8. They can get a 1st down by reaching the 5. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. From 8 yards out, and the Texans push further out in front.
A lot of times when you take a tight end in later rounds, you're doing it with a little bit of hope, some potential. But not so with this guy. They believe he can really make an impact in the red zone, and he definitely makes good on that faith right there.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
On the return, the Dolphins take over 1st and 10. At their own 20.
The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that 1st touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Out of bounds at the
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
2nd and 2.
From the gun, it's Tua. He'll run it.
Holding offense. Hey, man, let's play our game.
They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. He's going to pick up a holding call.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you got to trust yourself and go up in that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Deshaun Watson of the Texans offense trot back out there. He's played well. Good 1st half. He's continued that here in the 3rd quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your coach? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to win?
That's what he's done here in this one so far. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 25-yard line. From the gun, Watson. On the left side, this is Stills. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. His 2nd catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his 1st, and it's 2nd down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On 2nd down now, it's Johnson. And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 14. 7 yards there and a first down. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's Johnson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Now on 2nd and 13. Watson. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play.
And that is caught.
Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. I turn the knob, camera assist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating around here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I whipped the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, can I hit that? Okay, yeah, can I hit that? Okay, yeah, can I hit that?
Today, from NRG Stadium in Houston, Texas, it's Week 14 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Now this will make it into the end zone, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. On first down, Watson. It's caught, Stills, right side. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down. Pretty good first down play. Keeps them ahead of schedule, as they say.
And ostensibly, they could go right back to it because there are multiple options on it.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly. Yeah,
usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, That's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
The ball carrier.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Watson. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
24-yard line.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. He's airing it out for Williams. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
The first down pass.
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result. An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On the ground, this is Johnson. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Duke Johnson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
So the Dolphins offense heading out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That's complete to his tight end, Sullivan. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. So they were able to put the pen to the paper this week, get this deal done, contract extension. And I'm sure that the coach's front office happy. He's got to be happy too, though.
He's got to be relieved. He doesn't have to worry about moving now, doesn't have to worry about not having a team. He's back with a team he's comfortable with and where he feels he belongs. Yeah, I think he feels pretty good about this whole deal.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Tackled back at the 35-yard line.
On 2nd down, Tua. He'll buy some time right. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, and now it's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. J.J. Watt able to record his 5th sack of the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
On 3rd and long, it's Tagovailoa to a hit, and the ball is out. And the Texans scoop it. 30, 10, and they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. This is Jakeem Grant. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
Roughing the passer, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
On first down, Tagovailoa. That's caught by Howard. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
I absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. I always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
On play action, here's Tua. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
3rd down.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And that is incomplete.
Tagovailoa.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. He can run for it, and he will. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Forced out to his left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. And the head coach reaches for the red flag, tosses it down on the field. He wants a challenge here.
The previous play is under review.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Tua on 4th down. That'll be caught for a Dolphin touchdown. It's Williams.
Complete to
Preston Williams, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
the extra point is good.
Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense and you give them credit for going for it and having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They begin the drive with Johnson, and he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Johnson.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
From the 31, Watson under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jerome Baker gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. And looks like they've got 6 DBs on the field here for a 3rd and 9. From the gun, here's Watson. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
That was just a good example of taking what the defense gave him. No one opened downfield, knew where his safety valve was, swung it out to him. He gets upfield and picks up the first down. Well done all the way around.
Off of play action, it's Watson. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 11 more on that one and another first down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now the pass hauled in by Kenny Stills. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Here's Watson, option left. Tackle made there by Eric Rowe.
Ball carrier.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 2nd and 9, Watson, blitz coming, and down he goes. Jerome Baker picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far, so maybe the question isn't, Who's going to score the most points in this game? Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely, and that sack finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up fourth.
Thrown away, and
More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
Dances by him, and the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That third down conversion good for 23. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Tua sets up to pass it. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the corner, Bradley Roby. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
53 to Mike. 53. Check 53. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
After the interception, here's Watson. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. Room past the 20. And he's going to get this to the 40-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now the big play pushes them all the way out to the 40 now for 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 44 yards out, left hash. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've hit half, and just like that, on we head to half number 2. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, They give him full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
3 yards the gain there, second down.
3-yard pickup.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's third down.
Tagovailoa going to try and throw on third down. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
It's a gain of 20.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going, and if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Tua now on first down. And that'll be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Tua going to hand this one to Breida. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. They get 6. That'll leave them with third and 4.
47-yard line. A gain of 6 yards. And it's third down.
Out of the gun on third down. Here's Tua. That's caught at the 25. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 24-yard line. A first down and then some. Give them 29 yards. So a first and 10 now in Houston territory at the 24. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
From the 24, they'll go again on second and 10. Here's Tua. Steps away to his left. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Stephon Sullivan there. And it's third down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incomplete.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the third time. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it second and 6.
The tackle.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a second and 6.
On the pickup. Second and 6. At the 16-yard line.
Out of the gun, Watson. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Ball carrier.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
2 yards.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up third and 1.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
That's good.
2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 37-yard line.
On 2nd down, Johnson looking for an opening. Not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. A shotgun snap for Watson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 42. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
10 at the 42-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st down, Johnson. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Houston. Deshaun Watson, 31 yards. And the Texans will add on to their lead. So a designed run all the way, and he took it the distance. I don't know that anybody saw that coming.
Well, on this play, how about the vision of it? Being able to see the open field, make his move, and get there. Oftentimes, defenses have a spy for the quarterback position to try and take care of it. On that play, if they did, it certainly didn't work. Yeah, there's no doubt.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard.
The Dolphins ready to take over on offense. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
18 on the play.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
2-yard line.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. He's airing it out for Williams. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it. Unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 9. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Tagovailoa's pass. Forced to the
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 48-yard line. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Given back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another 1st down. Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Tua gets this one into the hands of Williams. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 21. 11 yards there, 1st down.
1st down, Dolphins.
Tua now on 1st down. Stepping up, he'll try and run. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Buying time to his left. Man open left side, it's Williams. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Tua fighting Williams for a Dolphin 1st down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Tua. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Matt Breida, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins able to get this back within a touchdown.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know.
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Bobby McCain here, the one who brings him down. And now defensively they're going to burn their 1st time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They go to Johnson again. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Ball carrier.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. And that will be incomplete.
Watson's pass incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Returnable for Grant. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards.
Take over 1st and 10.
So Tua and the Dolphins down 24-21. A minute 47 on the clock. They need at minimum 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Breida. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Now an open man. That's the tight end, Gesicki. It's complete. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Tagovailoa looking to throw it. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Tua on 4th down. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this Texans defense stands tall. We get a glance at Duke Johnson as he heads back out onto the field. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on our side of the ball. They win it at half.
There goes Duke Johnson. 20, 10, and he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
Miami set to take over. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 29. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on 1st down. To throw is Tua. Letting one go deep for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Back to throw is Tua. Dancing to his left. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. The 20. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Now Tagovailoa. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. J.J. Watt in there to make the sack on what will be the final act in this ball game.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.